Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to talk about some announcements that happened on highlights for me, to be honest, on some things that have been announced for the past few days. First of all, let's just get on with some. So let's just talk about some things that have been announced recently. Somebody. First of all, Gunblade Score. Oh wait, that's already announced. But you know what? Time for to talk about some things that. Alright, that's kind of announced, but sort of interested. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna get some of this out of the way. First of all, Street Fighter 6 Gal is coming back. It's quite obvious that Gal is coming back, and like I said, I'm looking forward to Street Fighter 6. Although, and yeah, my thoughts on Street Fighter 6 so far in the announcement's been pretty good. They already got two new characters. One of them I confused for a girl, and hello, that character in Street Fighter 5 that's also going to be in Street Fighter 6. I do enjoy some of the redesigns. I do feel like I also do enjoy some of the. Although I did feel like Chun-Li, I did feel like I'm all gonna get used to our new voice actors. Although I did feel like Chun-Li. Although I think Laura Bailey does a more better job, but I'll wait and see how she's gonna do. I do hope Street Fighter 6 doesn't release Bare Bones this time. Despite being good, I just think we really hope we don't get something of Bare Bones. Oh, and yeah, I admit, I think Ryu's design turns out to be the one that was hinted at in 5, and I confused look for Ken for some reason. Yeah, maybe because of, yeah, when you have blonde hair and look similar, I thought that was Ken in my video. I confused him for someone else. I think it looks alright, looks good, I can't wait for it. I do enjoy the open worldness they're also going to do, and everything else. I do feel like I hope this game is good, and I mean 5 got better, but let's not go with bare bones this time. And oh yeah, speaking much about the RE engine and running on the Reach to the Moon engine, please don't say it's Resident Evil engine. It's called Reach to the Moon engine, despite the RE abbreviation. Oh, that reminds me, by the way, when the hell are we going to get? By the way, when are we going to get the RE reverse? Despite no one's not that interested in that. Hmm. So yeah, that's my initial thoughts for Street Fighter 6, to be honest, the announcement and everything. I think the new characters are great, and while they're still gonna bring some old ones back, and obvious. I do hope Street Fighter 6 will at least, hopefully not bare bones this time, please. Your game was good, but please, Street Fighter 5, like I said, Street Fighter 5 was good. I just think hopefully we don't get released bare bones like last time. That's how we got to Hyper Squad, it's, yeah, we got Hyper Squad. Again, more the it did feel more fast-paced, freedom. It looks good. Looks good. Say it looks fun though. I did feel like it looks like more one of those melee slash third-person shooters at fast-paced ones we have. So it's been once we have one of those. A bit more close quarters heavy, although there are still guns you can still use. But yeah. Then we get to Coastal Island. I love Stardew Valley, but in the sea, which yeah, I mean there's a lot of. Looks fun, looks fun. I did remember seeing one video about this game prior to this, and well, it does feel like Stardew Valley, but more in the more ocean theme. Hey Jotaro, this may be for you. Mars Base looks fine, to be honest. Freakish Faster more goes with this weird lovesick theme and whatnot, which, alright, but not really. Vara the vegan, see you later. Wow, that sounds like that. Eh. No, I would say one lonely outpost. Looks fine, looks good. And it feel like a bit more on the simulator side. The Mecha Team one, other farming simulators in space, but yeah, looks good. 9 years of space. The Shadows looks alright. I would say looks alright, looks good. I think it looks fun. And while I admit, I would say first of all, yeah, it does feel like Castlevania, which yeah, if you have Minota, yeah, I mean it looks fun, looks like Castlevania. I could say this will tie us over until the Resurrection projects happen. And oh, speaking about Castlevania, guess who's getting a sequel? Guess who's getting a TV show sequel? Nocturne is going to be another sequel, to be honest. And yes, if you have been keeping with it, yes, we're gonna get a new Castlevania. So yeah, we're also gonna get a new TV show, and while considering this, but yeah. Although yes, I can't wait for that. Although yes, I'm hearing Resurrection projects. But I want to move on anything Konami related aside from Yu-Gi-Oh. One sec. Honestly, I'm really happy that we're gonna get something brand new. And honestly, while I admit it's nice to see Castlevania getting an obvious sequel, to be honest, and well, this as well as the Resurrection projects. Although maybe I want to move on anything Konami related aside from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh can stay. That's my childhood, and yeah. You know, one of the reviews I'm going to be doing, what it will be. Yeah, my next review will be probably Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest. I am going to think about reviewing a... and also something else. And yeah, I can't wait for the... and yes, like I said, it's nice to be honest, and I'm really happy that Konami will greenlight a sequel after the huge success of the first series. And I can't wait for the Resurrection project. Like I said, I can't wait for the Resurrection project and this spin-offs and this sequel series and this new and Nocturne. But I want to move on to anything Konami related aside from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh can stay. That's my childhood, and I can still sleep with me. Still can be with me for the night. Anyways, we're considered as well the saga. Literally, let's rip off. Let's rip off you. Let's rip off you. Let's rip off Fire Emblem. Jokes aside, it looks alright. I think it looks good. I think, yeah, it's pretty much dead, but it looks good to be honest. And my thoughts on Lord of the Rings: The Return of tomorrow. Alright. That's good, and it looks fine. I mean, we already have a Deep Rock Galactic game. And while I admit it did feel like about Helm, which I played some of it, pretty fun, but got boring to me. And to be honest, I felt that, to be honest, it's alright. I think, well, to be honest, I would say it was there, and another, and yeah, you can make it Lord of the Rings, but with Lord of the Rings interpretation of Deep Rock Galactic. And it looks fine, looks alright, good, I would say, yeah. Goodhaven is a bit of Rimworld and Dwarf Fortress, so yeah, not really that. Wanderlust looks fun and everything. I did feel like, personally, it feels like more like we just made... Oh, sorry, yeah, no. Can't wait for that, so. But yes, One of Lost is something looking fun. It did feel like a bit of post-apocalyptic with a bit more of a cutesy art style. I think it looks alright, looks fun. I can't wait for that again to come. And Wall, yeah. I'll so say. Then we also get to Brock and Load 2, which hopefully this doesn't get banned. It looks alright, fun. I think it's one of the. If you have played the Ace of Spades, that one Ace of Spades game, you'll probably remember that. Yeah. I don't know, maybe they were kind of abandoned this game a bit before. I don't know why they abandoned the original, but maybe I can kind of see why. They want to make room for to do the sequel, and I don't know why they abandoned this game in the first place, but I assume they wanted to do something like. Maybe it's just they wanted to just work on a better sequel, to be honest. Maybe I can kind of see why. Because they want to probably work on a better sequel, maybe. I can kind of see why, maybe. I hope they don't abandon this one like they did with Project Warlock 2. Looks fun and all. Hopefully they made the Alliance thing a separate option.
Gosh.
And let's go talk about some other TV shows they also got announced that day. Cuphead Season 2, or just basically more episodes are still there. Pretty good. It's nice to see. And yeah, it's typical. We're gonna get more on the Cuphead series. And it's nice to know that Cuphead is gonna get more. Tekken Bloodlines is nice. I think it's nice to see Tekken getting another anime or some sort and whatnot. And yeah. And while I admit, it's honestly nice to see Tech. Nice to see. And Sonic Prime. So my thoughts on Sonic Prime, I would say, looks. I think I have seen a couple trailers, and this one's recently focusing on the voice acting a bit. And well, I would say I know that they didn't bring the ones from the video games and just use the ones. They just find some random substitutes they can find off the street that day. Maybe I did feel that the voice is a bit off. But I'm looking forward to this show, and it's also Frontiers as well, despite some mixed opinions about. I know they're using completely different. I'm fine with different voice actors as well. And so far, well, I had to wait for at least more news on Prime, to be honest. And, I mean, while I am in, and Frontier may be good, we'll wait and see. And yeah, those are kind of my highlights. A very fun to mention, Outbreak Islands. Yes, kill zombies with cameras. You're not cool with a camera in the zombie apocalypse unless you're Frank West. Also, please bring back Resident Evil. Please bring back Dead Rising. Please during your maybe not the showcase, but a different showcase. I would like to see maybe a comeback to Dead Rising. I'm all fine with a reboot or something, like Devil May Cry, to be honest. Just bring back that franchise, to be honest. It's something I'm kind of missing, to be honest. So, yeah. And, yeah. Anyways, can't wait for the Bethesda and get. Can't wait for the present. It's getting Can't wait for the presentation next month. I mean, can't wait for the presentation coming in this. Can't wait for the presentation coming in a few months. In 2 days ahead. Can't wait for the presentation in like 2 days ahead. I'm also gonna watch that, to be honest, and we'll do. And while I am missing. And while I also recently Xbox Quest is more of Xbox rewards, just do some random quest you would. Anywho, I would like to say thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye. So yeah, bye.